Okay, so welcome back. I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to go through the general idea of all these transformations. And so here's a summary, and then I'm going to do an example. Okay, I'm going to explain these as I go through them. Write them down. The last part, you probably can't see the bottom here. I tried to get it on there, but I wrote a little too big. So I'm going to go through them and then just make sure you write them down. So here's the general transformation, all the different transformations you could see, right? So you multiply by a here, you've got x plus c and plus d here. Now in this case here, c and d could be either positive or negative, right? So I'm going to go through that, and then a, right? So the parent function I'm giving as just y equals b to the x, and so then this represents all the different transformations that you could have. And of course b is bigger than 1. Now, here, shifted horizontally, so f of x is shifted horizontally c units. If c is greater than 0, then it'll be a shift to the left. If c is less than 0, it'll be a shift to the right. Stretched vertically by a factor of a, positive a, right? So if a is greater than 1, right, the absolute value of a is greater than 1, then it's stretched vertically by a factor of a, or absolute value of a. It's compressed vertically by a factor of positive a if a, the absolute value of a, is between 0 and 1. Then it's a compression. It's shift vertically d units up if d is positive, down if d is negative. And then the reflections, right? So if a is negative, it's going to be a reflection about the y-axis, and so just keep that in mind. If a is negative, right, in other words, you're multiplying by -1 here, right? Then it's a reflection about the x-axis. Oh, hold on a second. I got this mixed up. Nope, x-axis, not y-axis. Okay. So when a is negative, then it's going to be a reflection about the x-axis. Okay. Now, if you're multiplying x by -1, then it's going to be a reflection about the y-axis, and that's it. So those are the general transformations. So again, you could have all of these in a problem. So now, let's take this problem. It says, write the equation for the function described. It says f of x equals e to the x is vertically stretched by a factor of 2, reflected across the y-axis, and then shifted up 4 units. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take this function f of x equals e to the x, and we're going to take the 3 transformations that they describe, and we're going to find g of x, right? So this is easy if you just take your time to understand what's going on. So what we're doing is we're taking f of x, it's vertically stretched by a factor of 2. Well, that means if it's vertically stretched by a factor of 2, then we're going to have a 2 out here in front of the e. And then it says it's reflected across the y-axis. Well, that means we're multiplying x by -1. So we're going to have a negative x up here, right? And then it says it's shifted up 4 units. So that means we're going to have a +4 out here. And that is g of x. That's the transformed function. And the domain is going to be -infinity to +infinity. The range is going to be 4 to +infinity. And in this case, the horizontal asymptote is shifted up to y equals 4. And that's it. Have a great day.